Welcome to another episode of the City Boy Show. I'm Javier. This is Danny.
What is up?
What is up, bro? It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. We haven't been here since the live stream episode?
Yeah, since the live stream episode. We stopped giving a shit. Sort of like this game where it's like we were up 80 minutes. We were chilling. Why you messing with my dude? Why are you messing with my mouse, bro? Like people wouldn't notice this. You know we stopped giving a shit when we don't even have our laptops out, bro. No notes being taken, nothing.
Well, yeah, I apologize, guys. We just came back from the game. We didn't have computers at the game, and now we're here recording.
Bro, we're gonna lose our press passes. They're like, look at what these guys do. They go to these games, they come back with a beer in their hands, useless information, no stats.
We got stats. We got stats.
The game.
Alonso Martinez is now leading the team in goal scored with 10 goals.
Double check that guy. I highly doubt this guy's on point right now. Halfway through his spike seltzer. How you doing though? Other than that,
I'm doing good. I mean, a little sad. I felt like we had this game in the bag. Yeah. And then we lost it. Still happy because I came out with a nice parlay. But
what was your parlay? Tell the people.
I had a nice parlay. I saw where Chicago was in the standings. I saw Alonso Martinez was starting. I felt it. I said Alonso Martinez was going to score first. He was going to get 2 goals. We were going to win 2.5. And no, I'm sorry. We weren't going to win 2.5. We were it would score 2.5. Score over 2.5 goals this game. NYCFC would win. Now you're like, but that didn't happen. NYCFC didn't win, but I cashed out at halftime with the 2-0 score.
So what was how much did you bet?
So bet 20, made $303. Woo! That's nice.
That is nice.
That's nice.
You got to go buy me another beer, bro. All right. Before we get into all that, let's talk about lineups.
Wait. We've been gone for a while. Can we just talk about Leagues Cup for 1 second?
Nobody gives a shit.
I give a shit.
I don't care anymore. We lost.
First of all, Magno's gone since our last episode.
Tyler's,
Leagues Cup.
I care about that. Tyler's Magno. I care about it. Okay, so what were you gonna say? Leagues Cup. Start with Leagues Cup. Leagues Cup.
Oh. So people, the people were like, I was talking to some of their tweet talking to somebody about should Maxi have been in the lineup for shooting a penalty kick. So Santi and Maxi missed the penalty kick.
Who do you put more on? The more of the blame on. Would you put it on Santi or would you put it on Maxi? I got my answer.
I'm gonna put it on Maxi. If I had to. I felt like Santi was like in his head a little bit. We were talking about he kept moving the soccer ball on the ground. It looked like the turf was all messed up. So I felt like the turf messed him up. And then he ended up in his head and he missed that shot. I feel like Maxi's a veteran. Maxi, I know he's not great on penalty kicks. On average, he's been below average. But I mean, he's a veteran presence. I'm not taking out Maxi to put in someone else at penalty kicks.
Wrong.
So you say you put it on Cushing.
Yes, I blame Cushing.
Who do you think should have been in? Also, I don't think we had any substitutions left, by the way. Pretty sure we used all 5.
I don't think that's true.
I think it is true. But let's say there were substitutions. Who are you putting in?
I don't know who we had at the moment, so it's been a while, so I can't even tell you. But I know at the moment I was like, anybody but Maxi. We've known his history, and I get it. He had a couple games in a row where he was scoring. But at the same time, like you just know Maxi just doesn't I don't know why. It's just not for him. He doesn't have it in him. And you know who also almost missed? That they got lucky. Munsa Bakrar. He almost missed, dude. I don't know if you remember, but like it was not a hard hit ball, and the guy actually touched it and it just got under the glove somehow. Yeah. But so Munsa saved his own ass because we were all going to be going hard on his ass. Yeah,
you could have brought in Jovan if you had a substitution, which I don't think they had.
I thought Jovan was part of it. This is what happened when we talked something 2 weeks after it happened.
Well, point is, I wasn't against Maxi joining, taking a shot.
Okay, Talles Magno. Let's move on.
Scores in both Corinthians games back to back.
No, and the crazy way is he scored the first one. And I think that Corinthians, that's like their rival. He scored like in the last minute. It's sick, bro.
Last minute, and we're talking about the guys. I think he was only in Brazil for like 2 days before he started that game. I'm gonna miss Talles Magno, man. I really thought he brought a lot of sauciness to this team, brought a lot of flair. I think he was underutilized on this team.
Underutilized and when utilized in the wrong way.
Yes.
That's the bottom line.
Yes.
But did you see Andre Jason's Instagram story?
I vaguely remember it, but now I don't. What did he say again?
So he didn't say anything, but it was like a Talles Magno, like peace out, like, and then it said 2 out of 3, and then it had like one of the sand clock timers to show that there's possibly, I took it as there's possibly a third person that might be moving. If you had to guess, who would that third person be?
Thinking about who Andres Jason is close with, I thought it was going to be Justin Hack, but the transfer window's closed. It just closed.
That's true, but there's somebody still could get moved. No,
I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works either.
But I thought it was Justin Hack when I first saw that. Who'd you think it was?
I think I thought Justin Hack too.
Yeah, and I thought they were buddies. And Justin Hack has also been, he's been utilized a lot lately. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, let's get into this game now. For a perfect transition. First, let's look at the lineup. We had Matt Freese, Tavon Gray, Thiago Martins, Risa, McFarland, Sands, Parks, Wolf, Morales, Santi Rodriguez, and Alonso Martinez. Initial thoughts when you saw the lineup?
Kevin O'Toole ain't getting his starting job back, bro.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Right?
I can't believe it. I just feel like this always happens to Kevin.
I feel bad.
I feel bad. I do feel bad.
But I feel like...
Do you think it's the right decision?
Yes. I love Kevin. But McFarland looks like the ceiling's high, man. He's playing so solid for a guy who's only had, maybe a handful of starts under his belt. And he looks like he's just part of that lineup. He brings a speed that I don't think Kevin has. And you see it. He had like multiple chances where I thought he was going to score tonight.
Yeah.
And he seems to just be able to make faster decisions than Kevin on offense. And Kevin's good too. But I think you can just see the ceiling being much higher.
Well, I think he's just a physical specimen. as bad as that might sound. No diddy. I think he's just like, he's so fast. It looks like his acceleration, like it doesn't take any effort for him to like boast. But I also feel like, conspiracy hat, this might be like CFG wanting him to, like Nick Cushing kind of being given a hand so you got to start McFarland. Because there's been so many ties and rumors to him going to Europe. So how do you make those things happen to fruition? Have the guy play, and then you have eyeballs on him, see how he's actually performing, and then they ship him off to Europe. So a little bit of that is they might be starting him because they want more eyeballs to him because they want to get some money from him to transfer him out.
He was gonna get moved to Man City.
Okay, but regardless of the fact, he's gonna need playing time. What I'm saying is I don't know if it's just he's the better left back right now at this moment. Yes, he's physically talented, but there also was times in this game he made mistakes defensively, which I think Kevin might have been able to cover on some of those defensive mistakes. So I don't know.
Both goals were made after McFarland left the game.
That had nothing to do with Kevin O'Toole. But
saying.
Okay, but talking about this lineup, just looking at this lineup itself, do you think this is our best lineup that we have? Like moving forward, no more tinkering for Nick Cushing. This is the lineup we should go with.
I think so. I've been saying this from the beginning that I think Maxi plays the 10 position much better than Santi. and having Maxi in the 10 and Santi on the left, I think allows Santi to have one less responsibility on trying to hold the entire game on his shoulders and takes away a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
And I think it gives him some flexibility to make space and not be double teamed where he doesn't have to run into players because he doesn't find the right pass and tries to do a lot. So in my opinion, hopefully Maxi can stay healthy. But if Maxi can stay healthy, I think this is your starting squad.
I think it is this is the best team. And I think
this was the same team that played against Columbus Crew, by the way.
No. The only person was Risa wasn't in.
Oh, yes, you're right. Sorry.
But obviously Risa is going to get the start over Tahanovic.
Yes.
So I think that's my only concern, Maxi's age. So yes, this is our best lineup. But now once Maxi's not in this lineup, it is a little concerning, right? Because you have the double 10 basically with Santi. So Santi does have the flexibility, I think, to push in when he wants to. But my concern is with Maxi's age, we have a long season still to go. We have 9 games of regular season plus playoffs if we make it. That's going to be a huge issue. I'm getting concerned that if Maxi's going to keep tallying these minutes and we're expecting him to be the starter, do you think he has the longevity to keep it going throughout the rest of the season?
I mean, my opinion is yes, because he hasn't started this season from the beginning, right? We only got Maxi starting games in April, May? And it's only been since Leagues Cup that we're seeing him as a starter, mostly. So, I know he's 37, but if he didn't play last year and he's played almost, half of
he didn't play last year because of an injury, a major injury.
I understand that. But he's Maxi. He's little. He's strong. He's Spider-Man. Bam, right here on the table. A point is he's 37, but he's got 35-year-old knees because he took 2 years off. And you know what? I've always said, I know football is the thing, but my favorite fantasy football player was always Matt Forte because he was out for 3 years. And then dude came back at 32 and they're like, he's too old to play running back. But he had 29-year-old knees, bro. And he was on fire every year I picked him up.
That's hilarious.
I think that's the same thing with Maxi Morales. He's got young knees.
All right. We'll see. Let's get into the game, though.
Okay.
I felt like the game was a little flat throughout. Even when we scored, it felt, I don't know why, it didn't feel as electric as City Field usually feels. Is that just my opinion? Did you feel that or no?
I felt like the first half was an electric first half. Not only did we score twice, but I also felt like the team played the ball really well. They kept coming up with opportunities. It felt like Chicago wasn't even trying that first half. I felt like they were down 2-0 and it looked like they were still trying to park the bus, which I don't really understand what was going on. So I felt no, I thought NYCFC, I think this is some of the best soccer they've played all season. I think they've been on a run the past few weeks. And I liked the first half. It's a tale of two halves as usual of NYCFC where they can't keep it up for the full 90. But I thought the first half was exciting. I thought we had multiple opportunities. How many shots did we have in the first half? I thought we had multiple opportunities to even score more. I thought he was going to have a hat. I thought Alonso Martinez was going to have a hat trick in the first half.
Yeah. No, well, if you look at it, it's kind of crazy because it did feel we were the more dominant team. But if we look at the stats, it's not that crazy of a difference. The only thing I will say is we dominated possession. We had 58 possession in the first half to their 42. But they had a higher expected goals, which is crazy because we actually scored goals. I don't understand expected goals for the life of me. Total shots, we had 6 to their 6. But we had more shots on target. And that's the major thing. 3 shots on target. I don't know how you have more shots on target and still a lower expected. It doesn't make any sense. You know what? I can't stand the expected. Somebody teach me it. I don't get it, but somehow they had a higher expected goals. Alonso Martinez, 15-minute. It was a good goal. Why am I blanking on how the goal went? You don't know either, do you?
I don't know. I actually was walking into the stadium when the first goal happened, so I missed the first
Why
goal.
am I blanking on how the first goal went? Whatever, it was a nice one, but I actually like the second one better.
Yes, the second one was very pretty.
Yeah, because Keaton basically like hits it off to the right, and then there's two defenders. It's kind of like a loose ball.
Yeah,
he acts like he's gonna shoot it, pumps them all out, and then he actually shoots it to the right, and then he scores a goal. That was nasty.
His best GP impression. Remember when GP put him on skates?
Oh yeah, that was
my
sick.
man's put him on skates again, and it was beautiful.
But so that's it. Is Alonso Martinez? We backed Moonsef Bakra for 4 weeks. What the fuck was wrong with that?
4 weeks, bro. I think it might have been 4 months.
Yeah, about that guy. I still like Bakra, but
I'm so done with Bakra, bro. I'm so done with that guy.
But he's fallen. If we look at this game, he didn't even get this. He didn't even get the substitution. Jovan's getting the subs most of these games now.
Yeah.
So Alonso's the guy. Is that what we've come to the conclusion?
I mean, if we're saying that the best starting lineup is who we played tonight, Alonso's the guy. And you see it. Like, Alonso just makes the most of his opportunities. I think a good way to, like, phrase it is maybe Alonso doesn't always put himself in the best positions to have opportunities to take the shots. But when he gets opportunities to make shots, my man scores them.
Yeah.
He scores them. And, like, the biggest flaw with this team is players who can't score. So,
yeah, I think you
Alonso
mentioned it
Martinez
before. He's a clinical finisher, and that's what we need, to be honest. We need those guys who are going to be clinical and going to score these goals.
Alonso Martinez is the starter for the rest of the season, I think, easily.
I agree.
And I think at this point, I think you agree with me. I think you said it earlier, but just to confirm, we're done with tinkering, right? There's only 8 games left in the season. Playoffs are right around the corner. At this point, no more tinkering. As long as there's no injuries.
Yeah, barring no injuries. The one thing that the major player who's still injured is Pareja, though. And we've talked about how good Pareja is good for us. But he's still always, between Sands, Parks, and him, they're always going to have that rotation, which is a good thing.
Yes. You know, a good, when we can talk about it later, but like Pereira would have been the right. Santi comes out the game on the whatever minute. Then your boy Keaton Parks plays the 10, right? Because who do they put on the left? They move Wolf to the left and they move Julian Fernandez to the right.
Yeah.
Fine. But I think you end up losing a lot defensively there, moving Keaton Parks up and then having Hack play that position.
And we talked about this. I don't get why Wolf couldn't play the 10. Wolf is more that guy that probably makes more sense to play the 10.
But then who do you play on the wing?
I don't care.
But he played so well on the wing too, though, Wolf.
Oh no, Wolf had a good game, but I'm just saying. Also, you maybe the whole conversation is why take out Santi Rodriguez, right? Let's go. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
But the reason I was saying is that if Pereira would have came in, Pereira I think would have played really well in the 10 position. That's what I was trying to get at. We miss Pereira is what I'm saying. So if we get him back, I think he would be a great substitution for games like this. That's what I was getting at. But then we could go back.
All right, let's go back. So second half starts. We have a 2-0 lead. We've been dominating throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then when do they? 78th minute. They score on us. And this is after who gets subbed out?
Maxi Morales gets subbed out.
Every time Maxi gets subbed out, we collapse. He got subbed out, what, the 73rd minute, I'm pretty sure. I forgot when he got subbed out. I can't find it. It's fine. It's roughly right before that goal happened.
Yes.
We have to give Maxi rest. But every time we do, we collapse. And I don't know how we fix that problem. But Maxi gets subbed out. Doesn't mean it wasn't all because of Maxi getting subbed out. But what I'm saying is this guy then goes and scores. It was a great goal. It wasn't like an easy goal. It was outside of the box. It was just a great goal. Matt Freese, I think he tried it, almost touched it, but it still went in.
Yeah.
But then from that point on, from the 78th minute, I think we were rattled. And it showed in our play. Like, I think we barely had possession those last 10 minutes. And Matt Freese mentioned, like, if we look at those stats, it's probably atrocious. And it's like we lost confidence in that. And then Santi Rodriguez gets subbed out, I think, in the 83rd minute.
83rd, 84th minute.
For Justin Hack. But I don't like that sub. And I don't like that sub because we lose one of our guys who's the primary ball handler and who can kill time when we need time to be killed. What's your thought?
Agreed. I get it. I get you want to park the bus. But when have we ever been good at parking the bus? Yeah. It just does not work for us. And so we got to keep possession. We got to stay a bit offensive. And I just didn't think that was the right substitution.
Yeah.
I think the Santi's not right. And you know what's interesting? Right before Maxi left the game, you saw Maxi still running, still putting pressure on the team. And I think that's what we lose is that Maxi, as a veteran leader, knows, you can't just turn it off.
Yeah.
Because we're up. You got to keep pushing. And the team is young. And I get it's a problem. We thought we kind of got past this, but you saw the immaturity. We're up 2-0. There's 20 minutes left in the game, and you take your foot off the pedal as soon as Maxi leaves the game, and then they score. And I think that's what happened. So I think there was 2 points to it. One, it's a young team who doesn't keep pushing when they think when they're upright. They kind of play to the moment that they're in. They don't play to the moment that they're in. And then on top of that, I thought some of the substitutions were defensive, and it's should we be that defensive when there was going to be stoppage time? It was going to be another extra 10, 15 minutes. You're just hurting yourself, man.
Yeah, and you're right about that. I just feel like we play up to the competition, and for Leagues Cup, these last couple weeks, we've just been playing. We've been playing the full 90. It's we were never out of the game. And then for this to happen, it's just damn, I thought we were over this hump. But I think I kind of asked Nick Cushing about that. And it was kind of it's kind of like a process, and it's not just going to be one way. It's going to have dips and valleys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. At what point are we going to be over that? Is it every 4 weeks? Then we drop a game like that? And earlier in the season, Keaton Parks went off about this shit. This shouldn't happen. We shouldn't just bask in 1-0 leads, I think was the score, or 2-0 leads. And yet it still happens now. And I thought from Leagues Cup, it was we were gaining that experience to be we're not going to be that team anymore. And then this kind of was that drop down again. So I don't know if then they're no, we'll never happen again. But it just feels every time we're oh, that's it. We're out of that stage. Yeah. We're back in it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we solve it. Or I get it. We're a young team, but there's got to be somebody who keeps the team accountable. And I guess that's another disappointing part, because after the game, there wasn't any clear, I would say, frustration, saying this is bullshit. We shouldn't let this happen. Some serious anger. You know what I mean? It was yeah, I mean, it happened, but what can we do? We can't let it happen again. But you need to have some real talks and be no, this shouldn't happen. I don't know if that happened in the locker room, but I know what was told to the media didn't feel like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think every player that we asked the question to said we lost focus and we shouldn't lose focus. Which maybe you go through enough of these games and you realize you got to play for the full 90, not the first 75.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, how angry you want them to be?
Angry, bro. I'm angry. I'm having a Heineken at 12 o'clock at night with no laptop. Where was I going with this? Okay. One whole conversation. Well, 87th minute, was it a penalty or whenever the shot was?
It looked like a penalty.
Yeah, Tavon handball.
Yeah. I mean, he went like this. I get it. He was trying to step forward and, his step forward was
I don't even think it was that. Up. It's when somebody's about to kick a ball in your face, your automatic natural reaction is to step away so you don't get hit in the face.
Yeah.
But bro, you're a defender. Just go like that. Bam, bam. Get hit in the face, bro. Come on, Tavon. You've been through worse.
That's
you had
funny.
Ronnie Dyla have you one leg out on the field in the playoffs last 2 years ago.
This is a very big change in topic, but I want to bring it up here.
Oh no, the spike saucer's getting to you, bro.
So we didn't really talk about it, but Barraza was promised Leagues Cup, right? It was a huge game when he won in penalty kicks. The next game he played not so great. I don't put the blame on him.
That's the game where we collapsed against Cincinnati.
And we lost, what,
4-2
or something like that. That we were up 2-0, I think. So then Barraza gets the boot from the rest of the cup, right? But then the next game we play against Tigres, we go into penalty kicks.
No, Tigres we didn't go into penalties. Tigres,
yes, we did go into penalties.
We won 2-1.
No, Matt Freese has to go to penalty kicks twice, and that's why this is important to my story.
Okay.
We go to the penalty kicks with Tigres, and then Matt Freese doesn't stop one shot. He doesn't stop one shot. But one of the Tigres players, I think, misses, and then we go in. Then we go into Columbus Crew. We go back into penalty kicks. Matt Freese does stop a shot. He does. But my question is, in general, I 100% agree that Matt Freese is the better goalkeeper.
New England was the penalties, and then we did penalties with Columbus. But yes.
Oh, okay. So there was another game. Okay. So I guess my question is, Matt Freese is the better goalkeeper than Barraza, I would say, overall.
Of course.
But do we think Barraza is the better PK stopper?
From one game? I don't know. I don't think that's fair.
I think he's good, though, because what makes Barraza so good? His cat-like reflexes. My man jumps left. He jumps right. He just has another, like, I don't know, a little twitch to him. I wondered... I thought about it today when they got the free kick.
The penalty
kick. Would I sub in Barraza at that moment
what?
to stop that kick?
You're an idiot, bro.
So are you saying that you think Matt Freese at this moment is a better PK stopper than Barraza?
I don't think there's enough sample size for that.
I'm pretty sure Barraza had PKs last year too.
I don't remember them. I think it's a dumb conversation. Why I think it's a dumb conversation? If Matt Freese wasn't in during those games, we would have never gone to penalty kick. We would have lost 3-1, 4-1.
I agree, but we sub out other players. You don't think, oh, we could sub out the goalkeeper too. I'm just saying, like, was that so crazy to go, oh, we have a goalkeeper that specializes in stopping penalties?
I think the bigger conversation is if Barraza was promised something, and if you're promised something as a player from your coach, your boss, right? If you're promised something, you're an employee, your boss tells you, look, you're going to get this project. And then to turn it, like, you're 25% into the project, it's not going the way it was expected. Now we're gonna pivot back to I don't know, me. That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
That is like, that's a serious conversation I have, because now you're losing faith in your manager, and that I think says something.
But bro, he gave up 4 goals, which I don't put on him. I don't put on him, but okay, if you're on that same project and under your leadership, I'm 25% in. You give up 4 goals. I mean, I kind of get that they're going to bring in somebody else. We're all big boys here. So I get it. Do I think Barraza is going to stay after that being done to him? No. And I completely agree that he should bounce.
No,
if he's going to be disrespected.
One thing I will say, didn't we already advance to the next round?
We did.
So you're telling me Barraza shouldn't have gotten that New England game? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's a little fucked up, right? Because now we already advanced. Yes, it was a meltdown by multitude of reasons, not just Barraza, but from the defense. We're having this conversation, Matt. But I think he should have gotten New England if you were going to advance anyways. You get me? If you were going to advance, and we might be off on this whole conversation because this was 4 weeks ago, but I think we were going to advance regardless.
Okay.
Whatever. I lost my point. This beer's getting to me.
I get what you mean, though. No, I don't know if that's right, though. I think the first team we played was New England, wasn't it?
No, the third team. We played the Mexican team. We don't know how to say their name. Then we played.
Oh,
got the short in Cincinnati, and then we played New England.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was the stupid format of you only 3 teams in group stage, which doesn't make any sense.
I remember now. Yes, you're right.
But whatever. I think that's a bigger conversation, because then if players are losing faith in their manager or they don't trust his words, that's a huge conversation, right?
Yeah.
If you don't trust your leader, everything fucking breaks down.
Yeah, agreed. And he did say, like, Barasa said it to our faces. Yeah, not to anybody else. I have to
re-listen to the audio.
Yes.
Well, not just the media members' faces.
Yes. He said it to the media members' faces. Cushing promised me the tournament, and I've been preparing for that.
I would feel some type of way.
I would feel some type of way too.
That's a twofold question. Would we have gone that far if Barraza was the goalkeeper? So then maybe we should just shut the fuck up. If we don't, but I mean, I don't know.
Barraza. Well, no, I agree.
Well, maybe we should. My whole thing is don't promise something if you're not going to keep it.
That is
right?
true.
Because that's a big thing.
That is true.
All right, we got way off topic, bro.
The point is, I think at this moment, Barasa might be a better PK stopper than Freeze. I'm just saying. Maybe they should have brought Barasa in at the end there.
Is there anything you take away from this game now at the end of it? Like questions, answers?
I just, that we still need time. I felt like I came out of that Columbus Crew game saying we lost, but this is a team that if they play like this again, we could potentially win the whole thing. Columbus Crew is the best team in the league, and we went toe-to-toe with them. But if this is the team that we get today, we're not going to make it very far in the playoffs.
I think, and that's one of the reasons I asked Keaton Parks after the game, like, hey, look, you've been part of championship teams. Does this team feel like it's there? And he said, yeah, I think we're right there. And then to that, I say, then go beat Columbus Crew. You know what I mean? Like, if our next game is a Columbus Crew, we just had a really close game with them. This is something to prove now. Like, I don't take this as another regular season game. I take this as, are we going to be that team that we say we are? Are we going to be that quality team that is going to say we can beat the best of the best in the East? This is your game to do it. And I get it. We're on the road, but you just were there. It's not like no excuse. They're going to be tired from playing LAFC. Let's go out there and get it.
And the way things are going, there's a good chance that we're going to be doing the playoffs on the road. So the road can't be an excuse because that's probably where we're going to be.
Yeah, and when we drop points like this, it even sounds more like we're going to be on the road, which is not good. But yeah, to the Columbus Crew game now.
We're going to get whooped.
Do you go with the same lineup?
Of course. You got at this point, no more tinkering, man. I said it. You got 8 games left. This is the Crew. Who are you swapping out?
I'm okay with it. I agree.
This is the squad. This is the squad you ride till the end of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, like Micha, I'm thinking like, who would you put in those places? Micha kind of lost that. Tavon's clearly become even better offensively, so he doesn't lose it. The Santi Maxi. I'm just worried about Maxi's overall health.
Yes.
Throughout the rest of the season. Because then what if Maxi goes down? Who do we put in his place?
Yeah, but then what do? You can't play scared, right? If this is your team, you got to let it be your team. Because if you keep sometimes playing Maxi on the 10 and sometimes playing Santi on the 10, you're not going to have a cohesive, flowing team in the playoffs.
I'm just saying, who's our winger? Let's say we have to put Santi back at the 10. Like, I'm not
Julian, Ojeda.
You
have other options.
Julian usually plays on the right where Hannes is. And then they like the inverted winger.
And today Julian said it. I mean, not Julian. Wolf said it. Like, usually I play inverted, but when Maxi's out there, I play a little bit more wide. So I play a little differently. But he says he feels comfortable playing narrow. He feels comfortable playing wide.
Yeah.
And so I just think this is the team that almost beat the Columbus Crew, which we think is one of the best teams in the league.
They are the best teams in the league.
Are they?
Well,
I don't actually think in the standings wise they are.
No, they're third, but I'm saying, everybody looking at them knows they're the best team. You know what I mean?
Exactly. They're very well coached. They have superstars over there. I just think if we can play well against them, I think we have a chance. We just gotta keep going from here. 8 more games, guys. Let's make it happen.
So you want to know how our last 5 games went with Columbus Crew?
I'm scared.
you wanna feel rest assured how bad we're gonna lose?
All right, tell me.
Columbus Crew haven't lost to us in the last 5 games.
Wow.
3 of them wins for them and 2 draws.
Wow.
So not great. But rest assured news. We haven't kept a clean sheet, and now 6 matches. Yo, Matt Freese cannot get a clean sheet for the life of him. No matter what, I don't get it. He's like one of the greatest goalkeepers this season, and we still can't get clean sheets from him. And another reason to be a little pessimistic, Columbus Crew have scored 15 goals in their last 5 matches. They're just scoring.
I said it earlier in the season. Because I think Columbus Crew was like 6th place before. Sorry, ringtone. My Celine Dion ringtone.
Bro, you should have kept it going, bro. That's the most interesting part of this podcast.
What was I saying? I can't remember.
Kiss me like this. Columbus Crew.
Oh, they were prioritizing CONCACAF.
Yeah.
And they did not care about the regular season. Now they are on a roll. They're trying to win it. But the only thing that I think might be good is they're playing the Leagues Cup Championship tomorrow. So maybe they'll win that. They'll be on a high. They'll be a little tired. That's my only positive I can see. But they're playing at home, so they don't got to go nowhere afterwards.
Does who you predict winning, LAFC or this episode's probably coming after, but it's okay.
I'm gonna say the Crew. I think LAFC's more talented, but I think the Crew has the best coach.
Nah, LAFC's coming back with vengeance. They're gonna win that. I think I'm done.
I think I'm done too.
I'm ready to go to bed.
Wifey's calling. That's what Celine Dion was. So I gotta go pick that up.
Peace out.
Wait, you played intro music. You gotta play outro music.
No, this is the outro.
Peace. Peace.